much for that kind introduction. I almost feel like I don't need to give a speech after that. So good. Thank you very much, Jobson and Melvin and the rest of the team that are here today. First of all, namaste. And happy Holi, Holi High. Holi is a wonderful celebration of springtime, isn't it? A festival of colors, wonderful colors that fly into the air and fall all over us and prepare us for all of the splendid colors of spring. And boy, do we ever need the fabulous vibrance of spring, because it has been a long winter in Canada, hasn't it? It has been winter not just for a season, but it has been a winter for 8 long years. Since Justin Trudeau became Prime Minister, we see 8 years of winter. 8 years of winter, with inflation now at 40-year highs. 1 in 5 Canadians cutting back on food because they can't afford the price of groceries after 8 years of Trudeau. We have 1.5 million people going to a food bank every single month in Canada. In fact, some have gone to the food bank over in Mississauga to ask for help with suicide because they are so miserable with the poverty and the economic misery Trudeau has given them. We have 9 of 10 young people believe they'll never be able to afford a home because the cost of a monthly mortgage and the cost of monthly rent have both doubled under 8 long years of Justin Trudeau. We see people who say, work doesn't pay off. The harder you work, the more the government takes. You make it, he takes it. You work another hour, and by the time they claw back your, with inflation, taxes, and benefit clawbacks, it doesn't actually pay to work anymore in this country. So people are turning to despair. Crime is raging in our streets, a 32% increase in violent crime under Justin Trudeau's catch and release bail system, whereby he allows people to go right back on the street the same day they're arrested. Melvin, it's insane. They arrest the criminal in the morning. He's released by noon. He goes and commits another crime. They arrest him again, and he's free again by dinner time so that he can keep committing violent crimes. No wonder the streets of Scarborough and Mississauga and Brampton and Nepean are now more dangerous than ever before after 8 years of Justin Trudeau. That is the long winter. But the good news is that springtime is coming, isn't it? Springtime is coming. We are going to bring it home. We're going to bring home a country that works for the people who work. We're going to bring home powerful paychecks with lower taxes that reward hard work. We're going to bring home lower prices by ending the carbon tax and the inflationary deficits that have made things so expensive. We're going to bring homes that people can afford by removing the government gatekeepers that stand in the way of housing construction, selling off unused buildings and land so that we can turn that into affordable housing for our young people, bringing in more immigrants who know how to build things, who have building trades in their background, and training more of our tradespeople to build the houses that we need so our young people can move out of their parents' basements, get a home, and produce wonderful grandchildren who can then perform wonderful cultural celebrations on stages just like this one. We're going to bring back our jobs, our industry, and our resources, but bring it home to Canada rather than relying on China and other foreign dictatorships to supply us with goods. And we're going to bring home safe streets by treating addiction, banning heroin, crack, and cocaine, and putting violent repeat offenders behind bars. In other words, we're going to bring home a country that works for the people who work, right? We're going to stand for the common sense of the common people in our common home of Canada. Today we celebrate the wonderful, majestic colors of Holi. Later today, I'll be showered in these many colors. I think I'm going to have to change before I get on the airplane tonight to go back to Ottawa. But I'm looking forward to this wonderful celebration. People of a Hindu background have brought so much vibrance and strength to Canada. The values of Hindu Canadians are conservative values. Hard work, family, self-reliance, community, tradition. These are the greatest parts of conservative values. The values of my friend Melvin, who's overcome sickness to become back on his feet and be stronger than ever. The values of our many former conservative candidates we have, for example, Jobson, we have Zia, Sabria, we've got Sabrina, excuse me, Faisal, and Mohsen are all here today, our former candidates who I hope will be continuing to make vital contributions to our Conservative future. I'd like to leave you all with a solution to all of your worries, a magic trick that can make all of your worries go away, which I think is appropriate for this difficult time we're in. And it comes not from me, but from a great Hindu monk. His name is Gaur Gopal Das. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
He came up with a magical solution to all of your worries. So he says this: if you've got a problem, you got a problem? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a problem. Okay, if the answer is no, well then why worry? If the answer is yes, well, do you have a solution? Yes, then why worry? You have a problem? Yes. You have a solution? No, then why worry? Right? Isn't it true? So, regardless of the circumstance, if you don't have a problem, why worry? If you have a problem with a solution, then why worry? If you have a problem with no solution, then why worry, right? So that is the magical trick that this wonderful Hindu monk has shared with all of us to make our worries go away. We call this the serenity prayer in the Christian tradition, but it means the same thing. Instead of worrying, let us focus on what we can control. A Canada that is democratic. We can reinstate control of our lives by putting back in place a government that will bring home the powerful paychecks, the lower prices, the safe streets, the homes that we need, the jobs that should belong to our country. A country, once again, that belongs to the people who work hard, the common people. The common sense of the common people in our common home. Your home, my home, our home. Let's bring it home. Thank you very much. Happy holidays.